Hello, hello. Welcome and welcome back to T is for Temidayo. It is 11:36 p.m. Today is January 25th, 2026. It is day 56 of 365 days of tea for me. Let's go ahead and get started. Today, as you can tell, we are going to do our shoulders. Got my handy dandy gloves on. And of course, our two pumps. Here we go. One pump. I'm gonna rub that on my shoulder. It's a little bit cold, but it's okay. I did not take a shower today, which is fine. I took a shower yesterday, and I haven't really left the house. We've been snowed in. So my skin is all good. This is the thing, the shoulders doesn't have like a lot of room. There's not like a lot of skin. I guess if I was like really pulling it up, I'm like, but I got a shirt on. Oh, at least, at least in the instruction manual it said to cover the shoulder, or like cover the area where you're putting on the tee. So it's like I want to be able to put it on a part of my body that's gonna get covered tonight. And like I feel like if I'm wearing shorts and stuff, like my legs would be exposed. Let's rub that in. Also try not to use too much fingers area, at least in the beginning, so that it doesn't have, the tea gel doesn't have an opportunity to go into the gaps. Oh no, I think I have like a scar. Oh my gosh, it's the first time it's ever happened where I feel like a sting. Right, well, maybe we'll avoid this place for the next couple of days while that heals. So that I don't have it on any exposed skin. They do say put it on skin that is intact, so you know. Alright, that's it. We are going to finish this mini trilogy that is the instructions manual of this area that we started reading the other day. That includes 3 different mini sections. They are, I believe, dosage and usage, contraindications, and then it's like warnings. But let me verify that really quickly by looking into this. Oh, lovely instructions manual. Those 3 sections are actually dosage and administration. No, we read that already. It is dosage, forms, and strengths. My God, it's crazy. I put the tea on and I literally feel hot. Dosage, forms, and strengths, contraindications, and then warnings and precautions. So we were close. But yeah, we read dosage, forms, and strengths. We read contraindications and the accompanying areas. Now we're going to go on to warnings and precautions. So here we go. Warnings and precautions. Right there. Warnings and precautions. And it reads, monitor patients with benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH, for worsening signs and symptoms of BPH. See section 5.1, which I believe we have already read. So we'll just take a quick peek to double check to make sure that that's true. Section 5.1 is right here. Right here. And it reads, worsening of benign prostatic hyperplasia and potential risk of prostate cancer. Okay, so yes, we did read this. Fantastic. Let's carry on. Point number 2. Avoid an unintentional exposure of women or children to testosterone gel 1.62%. Secondary exposure to testosterone can produce signs of virilization. Testosterone gel 1.62% should be discontinued until the cause of virilization is identified. See Section 5.2. Section 5.2. Thank you. And it reads potential for secondary exposure to testosterone. Cases of secondary exposure resulting in virilization of children have been reported in post-marketing surveillance of testosterone gel products. Signs and symptoms have included enlargement of the penis or clitoris, development of pubic hair, increased erections and libido, aggressive behavior that's been discounted, and advanced bone age. Now that part remains to be true, which sucks. In most cases, these signs and symptoms regress with removal of the exposure to testosterone gel. Okay. In a few cases, however, the enlarged genitalia did not fully return to age-appropriate normal size. So this is also for children specifically. Anyway, and bone age remained modestly greater than chronological age. That's the other thing. The risk of transfer was increased in some cases by not adhering to precautions for the appropriate use of the topical testosterone product. Children and women should avoid contact with unwashed or unclothed application sites, and men using testosterone gel 1.62%. See dosage and administration 2.2. Use in specific populations 8.1 and clinical pharmacology 12.3. All three of which we have read in past videos. So let's continue. Inappropriate changes in genital size or development of pubic hair or libido in children, or changes in body hair distribution, significant increase in acne, or other signs of virilization in adult women should be brought to the attention of a physician, and the possibility of secondary exposure to testosterone gel should also be brought to the attention of a physician. Testosterone gel should be promptly discontinued until the cause of virilization has been identified. Now, once again, we are finally seeing the word WOMEN in this text, but mostly as a precautionary sign. But a lot of these symptoms are also, in fact, what it is that we're looking for, to include the enlargement of the penis or clitoris, development of pubic hair, increased erections and libido, aggressive behavior, again, discontinued, and advanced bone age. That to me is like the actual side effect. I'm not a big fan of what that means, but it all comes with the territory, and we will just do what we can to make sure that we are getting the right calcium and vitamin D so that the bones stay strong. And I'll find out how to do that, and I'll report back. Okay, we'll read one more part of this section. There are, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points in total under warnings and precautions, and we are reading number 3, and it reads: venous thromboembolism, VTE, including deep vein thrombosis, DVT, and pulmonary embolism, PE, have been reported in patients using testosterone products. Evaluate patients with signs or symptoms consistent with DVT or PE. See Section 5.4. Section 5.4, which is right here. Okay. And it reads: venous thromboembolism. There have been post-marketing reports of venous thromboembolic events, including deep vein thrombosis, DVT, and pulmonary embolism, PE, in patients using testosterone products such as testosterone gel 1.62%. Evaluate patients who report symptoms of pain, edema, warmth, and arrhythmia in the lower extremity for DVT, and those who present with acute shortness of breath for PE. If a venous thromboembolic event is suspected, discontinue treatment with testosterone gel 1.62% and initiate appropriate workup and management. See Adverse Reactions, Section 6.2. Adverse Reactions, Section 6.2. And we're going to come back to that because it's huge. So we'll pick up with section 6.2, adverse reactions under warning and precautions for just want to make sure I get that word right. Of thromboembolism, venous thromboembolism, to include DVT, deep vein thrombosis, and PE, pulmonary embolism. Ooh, so many big words. I think I'm like, the more I read this, the more I'm reminded like what I'm doing is a very specific, essentially like medical procedure that's happening very slowly in my body. And there's a lot to it. So I want to look up what DVT and PE are. But I also like, I want to make sure that I'm not freaking myself out. You know, sometimes more information can freak me out. But I also know sometimes, like I said last video, more information can give me a lot of peace of mind. So we're just trying to find the balance between those two things. Aren't we always? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. T is for Temidayo. Tune in tomorrow for another day of 365 days of tea for me. Good night. Good luck. I love you so much. Bye-bye.